Раз, два, три. Наверное, норм. Так, звук тоже попер. Полоски примерно одинаковые. Мой голос чуть громче, чем игры. Да, вполне все хорошо. Аллилуйя. Работает, да, все работает. Так, ждем еще кто соберется, потому что уже всю плешь мне проели. Стрим мафию. Если никто не придет, привет. Всем привет. Открою-ка я обучение. Я хоть настроил сейчас управление, но как оно работает, один бог знает.
Okay, kid. Here's where you're gonna learn what it takes to be a real mafioso. Every wise guy has a compass in his head, telling him which way and where to go. So, follow your inner compass and go to the stage with the table on it. Are you sure you're not being followed?
Вот так вот. Тен-Тен, привет. Гудрисер, привет.
All right. Now, climb up on the stage. Be careful not to rip your suit. Well, you
Прям в
got
упор
yourself
нужно
dirty
прыгать.
climbing up here anyway, so you may as well practice a side roll. You're no good to the Don if you get shot. Now go to the table. When you're next to the table, The exclamation mark will appear in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. It's the action button. The action button symbol indicates that you could perform an action or interact with the environment. Here, you could take the guns from the table. Go on, do it. You can perform one more action on stage. See what you can find.
Так, хорошо, оружие меняется как в
If you're not
старых
sure what
сезонах.
you should be doing, you can review your objectives.
Hello, is there anyone home?
Stop making a fool of yourself. It's time to get on with more serious business. Choose a weapon from your inventory.
Ну, выбрал. Камон.
Let's see how you handle a gun. Shoot the cans off of the table. Always remember to reload, just in case you get into trouble. Well, remember, when you throw away a magazine or empty a chamber that isn't completely empty, you will lose the unused rounds. You should
Вау.
also be prepared to switch weapons as quickly as possible.
Где-то до 11.
Just because you're part of the Mafia doesn't mean that you can walk around waving a gun. The police will arrest you if they see you carrying a gun. Hide your weapon now. Now, take the baseball bat from the table. You can't carry and hide all of the weapons under your coat. If you have a large weapon like a shotgun hidden but are also carrying another one and you spot a policeman, you're just gonna have to throw it away to avoid attention. Okay, you're gonna need that bat, so pick it up again. The police won't give you any trouble if you're carrying a bat, even if you might use it to, say, knock someone out. See that guy over there? Walk up behind him and knock him out cold, as hard as you can.
А,
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Now, to get around the city, you're gonna need to know how to drive. Walk over to that car. You're You're able to steal any car that you come across, but only if you've been shown how to get into
I don't
it.
think I can get in.
Try to pick the lock on the car door.
Господи.
Make sure that the police don't spot you when breaking into cars. Now, get in the car. When you get in a car, a radar will be displayed next to the compass. It shows other vehicles that are in your surrounding area. And it'll also display your destination when you're close enough. Drive to the place indicated.
Графен.
Okay. Every car has a speed limiter. When used, it will allow you to drive at maximum speed limit allowed and not exceed it. Use this to avoid worrying about being stopped by the police for exceeding the speed limit. The police will appear as blue cars on the radar.
Нет,
Turn on the
ничего нет.
limiter and drive in the direction indicated by the compass. Even when you're driving, you may have to defend yourself. You can shoot from a car while driving, but can only use handguns. Choose a Colt and try it.
Я специально поставил вообще-то.
If someone steps into the road in front of you, you should warn them by sounding the car horn. Now listen up. In our line of work, you don't want to draw attention to yourself. So be aware of the
Стоп.
police patrolling the city.
Вот это
If you
нормально
commit a
озвучку
minor
слышу.
offense, a symbol of a fine will be displayed. Simply stop and pay the fine, and then you can be on your way. When you're spotted committing a serious offense, a handcuff symbol will be displayed. You can try to evade the police, but if they catch you, you'll be arrested. Lastly, always keep your weapons hidden when out in the city. If the police detect shots being fired, a symbol of a gun will be displayed. You'll now be wanted by all of the police in the area, and they will return fire. How you're gonna get out of that situation is up to you. That's it. From now on, it's down to you to see what you make of yourself.
Твою налево, она еще заднеприводная. Завтра уже переставлю.
I've never seen this lock before. I've never seen this lock before. I don't think I can get in. I've never seen this lock before. I doubt I know how to get into this one. I doubt I know how to get into this one. I've never seen this lock before. I don't think I can get in.
Сегодня, ну, я сейчас просто обучение пройду. И первую миссию какую-нибудь. Куда пойти? Что-то непонятно. Дойти по компасу, а компас вон сюда, вот. И все. Двери обозначены на радаре. Короче, ладно, разобрались. Капец. Хотел посмотреть, но не вышло.
Detective Norman, can I join you? Sorry for the delay, but I didn't want anybody seeing me, if you know what I mean.
What can I get you, sir?
Just a coffee.
Coming right up.
It's not my habit to sit with people like you.
Got a business proposition for you, Detective.
I ain't no businessman. And even if I were, I wouldn't be doing business with the likes of you.
I don't usually do business with your kind either. But this is a bit of a strange deal. Good for you and your superiors, and good for me. It concerns a certain kind of trade.
Trade?
Well, Let's just say that I hold a high position in a not-so-legal organization. It's just the kind of organization people such as yourself would like to know a lot about. And I, on the other hand, for certain reasons, don't want...
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks. I have my own personal reasons why I don't want to be associated with this organization. It ain't too easy to leave this kind of business, if you know what I mean.
I think I know where you're coming from. You'll get a bullet in your head if you don't disappear quickly, right?
That's not the only reason. Got any kids, Detective? I've got a wife and daughter. I don't want them to have any problems because of me.
Yeah, well, I ain't just gonna hand out protection to any wop crook. You should have thought about them kids before, 'cause I...
Sure. Listen, I don't want something for nothing. So here's the deal. Does the name Salieri mean anything to you?
Salieri? It damn well does. You got something in common with him?
You could say that. I've worked for him for several years. Now he wants to rub me out. If you protect my family and me, I'll tell you everything. Names, dates, accounts, everything. Enough to put him away for life.
I ain't Santa Claus. If I go to the chief with this, I need to know everything you know. And I have to be sure you'll testify in court.
Sure. If you ain't in a hurry, I'll tell you my whole story. And all the deals I worked on over the years.
Okay. I've got time, and I'm listening.
Кайф. Все поняли. Тут очень классный английский. Я практически все абсолютно понял, что они, о чем они говорили. Ну, это уже к следующему стриму я поставлю русскую озвучку. То есть это мне будет стоить вообще переустановки всей игры в целом. Короче, мы будем, получается, человек, который зашел и назвал его детективом кем-то, я забыл, как его имя. И он будет сейчас рассказывать свою жизнь и все связи, контакты ради того, чтобы сохранить свою семью и свою жизнь. Защитить от своего босса. Не буду нажимать на кнопки. Чтобы не скипать. поляки или где такие имена встречаются, в какой стране? Польша, Молдова, Владимир. Опять Пашки, Павел Третьера, Павел Бержак, Павел Чизер. Сейчас я стану погромче. Просто этот видос, его громкость, она самостоятельно отдельная. Сейчас игра запустится, она станет тихой.
Detective Norman, can I join you?
Это мы уже знаем.
I used to be a taxi driver. Even though I wasn't making much and I worked from dawn to dusk, I was glad to be working.
Работал таксистом. Денег не было, но был рад тому, что я не был безработным.
It was a bad time and some other people were worse off than me.
Были тяжелые, трудные времена, и люди жили еще хуже, чем я.
It was that very taxi that drew Salieri's people to me in the first place. One day I was on my break and I was just hanging out. Suddenly I heard a tremendous crash.
Чилил, отдыхал, и потом услышал звук аварии.
Sam, they got me. Damn it.
Climb up and move. There's a taxi. We'll be okay.
It was clear to me that these guys had to get out of there fast, so I thought it was best to cooperate, rather than ending up with a hole in my head.
Move it. Come on.
На меня напали, бла-бла-бла, сказали, чтоб двигался, и бла-бла-бла.
Where to?
Выбора у меня не было.
Anywhere. Fast. Hope you're damn fast. Faster than Sam here was.
I burned rubber out of there like a bat out of hell. It didn't matter where,
Куда-нибудь,
just away
лишь
from
бы
those
быстро.
gentlemen who were chasing my new
Надеюсь, ты
customers.
быстрее
Now listen
Сэма.
carefully. We gotta shake these clowns behind us. If you don't do it, then we're done for. That includes you. Step on it, kid. Try and use the steering wheel once in a while. Die!
I'll shoot you to pieces. Right is for size. Die. Take this.
Can't you even drive straight? Idiot, go!
Take this.
Woo! Woo!
Просто английская озвучка.
Idiot, go!
Great. We made it.
Good work, brother. Now take us to Salieri's bar. I'll show you the way.
Да, жалко, что как в GTA Vice City мышкой не повертеть. Чё вы такие? Звуки. Странно, ведь должны же быть субтитры. Ну капец. Лел. И где тут бар?
Where do you think you're going? That's enough. What are you trying to do there? Aren't we driving around in circles?
My God!
Ну, это типа максимум. Все.
Aren't we driving around in circles? You ain't lost by chance. Where do you think you're going?
Долго будем париться
That's
с
enough.
управлением.
What are you trying to do there? Where do you think you're going?
You drive like a maniac. Look out!
Finally, we're home. Wait here, friend. Sam will get you a little something from Mr. Salieri. Thanks for your help.
Да мне уже понравилось передачи переключать. Такой классный звук.
Mr. Salieri would like to thank you as well as myself and Paulie. It's compensation for the
Yes.
damage to your car and your services. It should be enough.
Yes, of course. Thanks. Give my regards to Mr. Salieri.
Mr. Salieri wants you to know that he is very grateful to you. If you ever need anything, you can come back and ask for help, because Mr. Salieri doesn't forget about friends who have helped him out. If you're interested, maybe we could find a job for you here, and it would pay well. We always have positions for guys as good as you.
Okay, okay. I'll think about it. Thanks. Really thanks. I'd better go to fix the car and so on.
All right, I understand. Just think about it. And I hope it's clear that this matter is only between ourselves. You take care, kid.
When I opened the envelope, I almost had a heart attack. There was more than it would cost to do the repairs. But I didn't for a minute think about their offer. I didn't want to join some criminals, even if they had all the money in the world. It's better to be poor and alive than rich and dead, right? I was going to get my cab repaired and try to forget it all as soon as possible. As my mother always said, you can never predict what God has in store for you.
Отлично.
Hey, could you take me to the church downtown, please?
Okay, okay.
Ow! Do you want to kill me?
Really scared, are you?
Ow! Do you always drive like this?
Don't worry, I know how to drive.
Компас дерьмо полное.
You're driving like a maniac.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing, okay?
Самая худшая затея полагаться на компас в этой игре, по ходу дела.
Aren't you going a bit too fast?
No problem. Doing fine.
Ease off the gas.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing, okay?
You're driving like a maniac.
Doing what I can to
Ouch!
get you there.
Do you know how to drive?
I didn't mean to do that.
Мне кажется, мы не успеем.
You're driving like a maniac.
Doing what I can to get you there.
Ow! Do you always drive like this?
At least we're okay.
Wouldn't it be better to keep to the streets?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing, okay?
Aren't you going a bit too fast?
Really scared.
Okay, drop me off
Aren't
here
you
at the
going a bit
steps.
too fast?
Doing what I can to get you there.
Hey, you went past it.
Thanks. Here's the fare.
Broken the law, I'll have to find you.
Okay, officer. Here's the dough.
I hope it won't happen again.
Все? Не, пацаны. Я так и знал, что все будет плохо. Нет, там, кстати, все двигается нормально.
Thanks. Here's the fare.
Are you taken? I need to go to the hospital and you are.
No problem.
Ouch! Why are you driving like that?
Sorry, nobody's perfect.
Ouch! I wanted to go to the hospital, but now I need to go to the hospital.
What do you mean to do that?
Ouch! Why are you driving like that?
You ain't scared, are you?
Cool it! You'll hit someone.
No problem. You're fine.
Нифига там заносит.
Here it is. Drop me off in front of the entrance. Ouch! I wanted to go to the hospital, but now I need to go to the hospital.
Excuse me.
Thanks. Here's the fare.
I'm lucky you're here. I need to get to the theater on Central Island. Take the Giuliano Bridge so that we can get there quickly.
Whatever you want.
Price! You knocked somebody over! Stop! We've got to help them!
Да какая
Thanks.
разница?
Here's the fare.
Подумаешь, пешехода переехал. Чё-то в GTA Vice City так никого не волновало.
I'm lucky you're here. I need to get to the theater on Central Island. Take the Giuliano Bridge so that we can get there quickly.
Whatever you want.
Вот бы эту карту еще бы подвигать как-нибудь. Ладно, на мост точно надо будет ехать.
Thanks. Here's the fare.
Очень весело.
I'm lucky you're here. I need to get to the theater on Central Island. Take the Giuliano Bridge so that we can get there quickly.
Whatever you want.
Ouch! Drive carefully!
You ain't scared, are you?
Slow down a little. You're driving like a maniac.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing, okay?
Drive slower.
You ain't scared, are you?
Slow down a little. You're driving like a maniac.
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing, okay?
Drive slower.
No problem. I'm doing fine.
Shouldn't you ease off a little?
You ain't scared, are you?
Ow! Do you even know how to drive?
Excuse me.
Ow! Do you even know how to drive?
Sorry,
Ouch!
nobody's perfect.
Drive carefully.
Excuse me.
Я не понимаю. А, стоп.
Here's the money. Goodbye.
Good day. Could you take me to Hoboken, the Pompeii bar?
Sure thing. Get in.
Это до бесконечности будет продолжаться или как?
Ouch! What are you driving like this for?
Don't worry. I know how to drive.
Drive slower.
You ain't scared, are you?
Don't you think you're driving too fast?
No problem. You're doing fine.
Drive slower. What the hell have you done? I ain't going no further with you.
Here's the money. Goodbye.
Good day. Could you take me to Hoboken, the Pompeii bar?
Sure thing. Get in.
There you go. Keep the change.
I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way. Oh! I nearly broke my jaw!
Sorry,
You just
nobody's
knocked
perfect.
someone over? Stop. I ain't staying in here another minute.
There you go. Keep the change.
I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way. You nearly got us killed.
I didn't mean to do that.
I said over the Giuliano Bridge. Don't you know which one that is?
There you go. Keep the change.
Yeah.
I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way.
Под полтос можно, короче, гнать.
I said over the Giuliano Bridge. Don't you know which one that is?
Да знаем, знаем.
Slow down a little.
Doing what I can to get you there.
Думал, уж на мосту не будут гнаться за мной, а нет, увязались.
Shouldn't you slow down a little?
Don't worry. I know what I'm doing, okay?
Такая тишина. Кайф.
Don't you think you're driving too fast?
Doing what I can to get you there.
Oh! I nearly broke my jaw. You just knocked someone over? Stop. I ain't staying in here another minute.
There you go. Keep the change.
I need to get to the department store car lot in Little Italy. Can you take me there?
No problem. Get in.
Go across the Giuliano Bridge and then through the tunnel. It's the shortest way.
Твою ж налево.
I said over the Giuliano Bridge. Don't you know which one that is?
Okay, officer. Here we go.
I hope it won't happen again.
Slow down a little.
Doing what I can to get you there.
Couldn't you slow down a little?
You ain't scared, are you?
This should cover it. Keep the change.
I need a coffee break. I had a cup of coffee and relaxed in the car. While I was waiting to see if I could get another customer, I noticed I wasn't far from Salieri's bar.
Jesus. We got you, you little rat. Mr. Morello's pretty angry with you. We're gonna have to teach you a little lesson so you remember that it ain't right.
Those bastards remembered the license plate of my car and took it on themselves to hunt me down.
Lou here'll fix your face a little. Finish him off. Don't waste any more time on him.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there fast. I couldn't handle that animal on my own. I said to myself that now was probably the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude. Salieri's bar was just down the street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
Blow his head off. I'll put you out of your misery.
Where the hell is she? It's at 3 o'clock in the passageway.
Blow his head off.
I had a cup of...
Finish him off. Don't waste any more time on him.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there fast. I couldn't handle that animal on my own. I said to myself that now was probably the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude. Salieri's bar was just down the street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
You ain't got a chance, Cubby boy.
Call the
Stop
cops.
or it'll get worse.
I had a cup of coffee and relaxed.
Finish him off. Don't waste any more time on him.
It was clear to me that I had to get out of there fast. I couldn't handle that animal on my own. I said to myself that now was probably the right moment for Mr. Salieri to show his gratitude. Salieri's bar was just down the street, and the sight of it was certainly a lot nicer than a baseball bat to my head.
Help me, someone!
Where the hell is she? It's at 3 o'clock in the passageway.
I'll put put you out of your misery.
Those punks broke the window when I went to complain at their home.
He said he'd finally have all the things we needed.
Keep it junk. Leave it alone, Marie.
Oh! He said to meet him at 3 in the passageway.
I'll put you out of your misery.
Help me, someone!
Salieri's boys saved my skin that time, but I certainly wasn't in a good situation. I had paid off my debts for the car repairs, but my boss didn't want to employ anyone who was in the mob. It just wasn't good business. When I saw the fancy getup of Salieri's boys, I thought that it can't be too bad to work for him. Besides, I had nothing to lose. Morello was out to get me, so driving a cab wasn't the best job. Plus, the prospect of Salieri's dough wasn't so terrible. So like I always say, better to die young and loaded.
Well, it looks like Morello is really trying to make me mad. But I'm a reasonable person. What do they call you, son?
Thomas Angelo.
I've decided to give you a shot, Tommy. I like new faces. We're one big family here. You already know Paulie and Sam. Frank here is my right hand and looks after the legal side of our business. The one behind the bar is Luigi. This business ain't easy to swallow, but Luigi's a wonderful cook. Paul will introduce you to Vincenzo and Ralph. There are a lot of us, but those should be enough for now. Now listen, and listen good. We have some rules around here. Don't cross paths with the cops. They're on our payroll, so they'll leave you alone. But if you go too far, they'll all come after you. Money or no money. If they ever pick you up, say nothing, and I will take care of you. I show my gratitude to those people that helped me, and there aren't many left who betrayed me. Capiche?
Yes, Mr. Salieri.
I'm glad. Today I'll give you a chance to get back at those bastards who wrecked your taxi. We'll see what you're made of. Morello has a bar where all his gorillas go. They all have their cars parked behind the fence next to the bar. If you're good, they won't be there tomorrow morning. Paulie'll go with you just in case. Go see Vincenzo for equipment and Ralph for some wheels.
Шикарно.
I
Типа,
wouldn't trust him so
как
much.
раз...
He seemed hesitant. He's just accepting now because he has no choice.
We'll see, Frank. We'll see.
Первое задание и первое заодно это
I'm more
будет
concerned
его
about
месть.
what Morello's problem is. Does he really want to start a war?
Vincenzo's the Don's gun expert. They've known each other since they were kids. He gets you whatever you want. Tommy guns to cannons. Then he can set you up. I always pay him a visit before a job.
Радует, что
Buongiorno, Vincenzo.
папка сохранений существует,
This here's Tom.
хранится
Just started up
в
with
самой игре.
Pleased to meet you, Tom. What can I do for the both of you?
We got a job to do.
Стародавние
We
времена.
need something to write off a few cars.
Как в стародавние времена.
This classic piece
Поэтому,
of
когда я
sports
буду
equipment should do the job. If not,
перестанавливать игру, то я запросто найду эту папку и верну ее обратно. Все, весь прогресс сохранится.
Careful with 'em, though.
Стрим на этом закончим.
Thanks a lot, Vincenzo.
Bring back the bat. It's my nephew's.
Sure thing. Ralph will introduce you to is a complete idiot, but he's got a special way with cars. I don't get how such a moron could know anything about anything. But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Visit. How you all doing, Paulie?
Hey, Ralphie.
Yeah, I see you're still limping, so we got two cripples working here.
That's right, but I ain't a fool. Ralph, this is Tom. If you bring him a stolen car, Tommy, he'll make it your own, and no one will know the difference. Ralph, Tom and me have a job to do. You're supposed to have some wheels for us?
Right. Here it is. It ain't no hot rod, but it should really do for you.
Thanks, Ralphie. Let's go.
Так, спасибо, что заходили на стрим. Всем пока.